Dear students, welcome to online class. Today, our topic is electrostatic force with vector notation. In last period, we have already learned that we can find the magnitude of electrostatic force by Coulomb's law. And we also know how to write the expression for the magnitude of electrostatic force. Today, we are going to write the electrostatic force with vector notation. First of all, you have to remember the vector addition formula, law of vector addition. In class 11, we have learned that if position vector of an object, in this case charge q1, is r1 and the position vector of another object, in this case a charge q2, is r2, then the displacement vector between q1 and q2 can be obtained by tail to tip method or triangle method of vector addition. We can use either of these methods. Let us see here, when we are going to find the force on q1, we know like charges repel each other. Therefore, force on q1 by q2 is towards this direction. This is the force on q1 by q2. I here denoted this force by F12, and the force on q2 charge by q1 charge also applies force on q2, and the direction of force is this towards this direction along the line joining the two charges. So if we denote this force by F21, not 21, it is force on 2 by 1. This is force on 1 by 2, that is force on q1 by q2 charge, repulsive force, and this is force on q2 charge by q1 charge, this is also repulsive force. Then how can we write the expression for this force with vector notation? See here, force on q1 charge by q2 can be written as F12 as 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 into q2 by distance square. In this case, we have considered the distance r12. See, the distance is r12 and from this point the distance is r21. But the magnitude of displacement, see here, the magnitude of displacement r21 vector is equal to r12 and r21 vector is equal to r21. So in either case, when we consider the distance from this point to this point or from this point to this point, in both the cases distance will be the same. But for displacement, we have to give the direction, and for direction, this vector is represented by r21. By tail to tip method, we can show r21 is equal to r2 vector minus r1 vector. Similarly, for displacement from this point to this point, the vector displacement vector is r12, and it is represented by r12 is equal to r12 vector is equal to r1 vector minus r2 vector. Both are obtained by tail to tip method. Now, when we write the force with vector notation, then we have to use direction also, and r12 cap is the direction of force from q2 to q1. So it only represents the direction. So it is a unit vector, and unit vector r12 cap is equal to r12 vector divided by r12. Similarly, if we represent this direction in next case, r21 cap shows the direction from q1 to q2, and r21 cap is equal to r21 vector by r21. We get one magnitude when the same thing is divided by same thing. So r21 vector when divided by r21, the magnitude is 1, and the sign converts into cap. The vector sign converts into cap. This cap represents unit vector. That means this vector having a value of 1 unit. The magnitude of this vector is 1 unit. So F12 vector which shows the direction r12 cap, that is F12 vector is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2 by r12 square into r12 cap. Similarly, when we want to write force on q2 by q1, then it is already represented by F21 vector. So F21 vector is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught charge into charge by distance square. See here, for symmetry, the distance is represented by r21, to keep the symmetry with the force vector F21. Force on 2 by 1. So distance of 2 from 1 is represented also by R21 only to keep the symmetry. And this direction R21 cap is the direction from Q1 charge to Q2 charge. Okay. Therefore, this is the force on Q2 by Q1. So if you have to write only the electrostatic force with vector notation, then you have to write these two expressions, expression number 1 and expression number 2. But if the question is different, consider if you are asked to verify Newton's third law of motion, that is, if the question is Coulomb's law or electrostatic force law obeys Newton's third law, then you have to go one more or two more steps. See here, from this second expression I have written like this way: 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R21 square. In place of R21 square I have written R12 square, because R21 and R12 is equal to are equal, both the distances are equal. So R21 can be changed by R12, and R21 cap, here see, R21 cap is changed into R12 cap. We can change, consider R21 cap represents the direction towards north. In place of north, if we say it is opposite of south, R12 cap is south. Obviously, if R21 cap is north, then R12 cap is south. If north is written in form of south, then it will be written as minus of south, opposite of south. So write here minus sign. Then writing this minus sign in front of the expression, we can see that remaining expression becomes 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R12 square, R12 cap, and that is the expression 1, that is F12 vector. So this quantity is equal to F12 vector. So we have seen that F21 vector is equal to minus F12 vector, that is forces are equal and opposite. That is Newton's third law. So Coulomb's electrostatic force or Coulomb's law obeys Newton's third law. Okay, thank you.